Welcome back to Desertwood Days. I am here with the lovely Annette Singletary. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me, Kathy, and congratulations and kudos to you to your platform
Thank
here.
you.
I'm so awesome
Thank
to be here. Thank
you. You wear my favorite color today.
Royal blue.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you.
That is beautiful. Miss Annette, you are a busy lady. You're doing a little bit of everything out there,
Yes,
which
I
is a
am.
great thing.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to start off. We're going to speak. You're an actress, and you're also an actor's coach.
Yes.
We love you guys.
And I love teaching. I love, it's my passion to teach what I've learned in the industry.
Yeah.
And a little unknown fact that people don't know, I actually started out singing first. Singing was my passion at first, but then I got into acting later when I got my first opportunity to be in the movie What's the Worst That Can Happen with Danny DeVito and Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
And then after that,
so you trying to take over my show now? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't want me to ask my questions here. See, that's the acting coach talking right there. So you were a singer. You started off singing.
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm learning something new today. Yes. And what age did you start singing?
I actually started singing at the age of 8 in the choir at my church. And I got inspired actually through singing from my favorite idol, who I still love to this day, Diana Ross.
Yes.
And when I would see her on stage, I would go into my room and turn on my stereo, and I'd sing and I'd sing and I'd sing. And then after that, I even picked up some of her traits when I went on stage. When she changes every time she has a set, she changes her outfit. That was my thing.
So do you still sing?
I haven't since I lived here in Phoenix, Arizona. I haven't got into that. The acting thing seems to take precedence over that. So I've been involved in a lot of different projects in acting and stuff like that.
So when did you start acting?
I actually started acting in 1999 when I had that first opportunity. Like I said in that movie, with What's Gonna Happen with What's the Worst That Can Happen with Danny DeVito and Martin Lawrence. And then from there it went on to commercials and things like that, being in commercials and stuff like that. And when I moved out here, that's when the acting started to.
That's when it picked up more.
That's when it picked up more, yes.
Was there someone that inspired you to get into acting? Or was it that you just saw a casting about it? So what was it that inspired you to get into acting?
Well, it goes back to when I was a child. I always wanted to be into acting. I would be at home acting like I was the daughter of Diana Ross. Okay.
You loved Diana Ross, didn't you?
Oh, I did very much. I would be.
You hear that, Diana Ross? She loves you.
I would be around the house pretending like I was getting prepared for any kind of thing she was about to take part in, and I was, because I know she has 3 daughters, as we all know, and I felt like,
well, who better to be inspired by than Diana Ross?
Yeah.
That is
with not to say anything bad towards my mom, it was just my imagination and creativity going, and I think that's probably what caused me into teaching.
Right. So you were also a part of Star Trek, or was it Star Trek or Star Wars?
It was Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yes, I actually got the opportunity to be in a couple of Star Trek episodes online. Through a mutual friend that I worked with. Her husband wrote scripts for them, and they knew that I liked to act, so they brought it to me, and I got casted, and they are out there online, Dreadnought Dominion, Anchors Away, and Haunted.
Okay. Yes. I think you brought some pictures, so I think we're going to get to see a picture of that a little later.
Yes, I did.
So you're acting and a modeling coach also at John Casablanca. So you're an actress. What was it that inspired you to take that extra step and become a actor's coach?
Well, I got the opportunity when I moved here in 2017, and naturally I was looking for a job, and I applied for a job at John Casablanca. The woman looked at my resume and said, "Do you want us to represent you, or do you want a job here? Because you have a lot of experience, and we could use you." And I had never thought about getting into teaching. And once I did that, I loved it, and I have been doing it ever since.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Do you have a preference over teaching acting or modeling, or?
acting is what I like to do, and I like to do the one-on-one acting.
Mhm.
Now with the COVID last year that we
Mhm.
had, now a lot of things has gone virtual. Well, I'm more of an in-person teacher because I like to come with props. I like to see your emotions. I like to see you in action, and I don't find that you have that same sense when you're doing it
Online.
virtual. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm into. I come in with
Yeah,
props.
we're still doing a lot of things via Zoom right now,
Yeah.
and I'm a in-person type of person also.
Yeah.
But you know what? We've made it work.
Yes.
We've made it work. So, but it's all we had for a while.
Right, but I mean, what's better than actually having a one-on-one? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? To me, that's much better than, because you don't know, someone could be watching on Zoom and then tone you out and then, oh, they're not engaging with you. You already
Right.
lost their connection right there. But right here in person, you don't lose that connection.
Mm-hmm. You lose that connection in person. So you also have been a part of, you co-authored a book as well.
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about your
Yes,
book?
I got an opportunity to work with a wonderful author by the name of Moselle Martin. She did a series of books called The Girl Behind the Fence.
Okay.
And the subtitles they range from love, depression, anger, loneliness, hope, and things like that. And she was writing the book on love, and she asked me to write a story about that. And I was inclined to do so because I had a story that I wanted to share.
Mm-hmm.
I had fell in love with my husband, and I didn't think I was going to have a baby, and I had a baby at the age of 39. So I just felt that that was an indication of what love really is, because love shows its sense in different ways.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It could be the love of a person, or it could be the love of the fact that you're
Right.
creating a child or having the opportunity to
It can be the love of
movie.
your pet. I mean, it's
Yes.
just love is love.
Absolutely.
I love that. So is this volume 1 or?
Well, actually, this will be volume. She has several that she's still working on. She has another one that she's working on. This one was just recently done about a couple of months ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
so
so
this is new.
This is new. Yeah, she has another
So
one.
how
that
many
she's working on.
authors is in this book?
She in this particular book, she has 12 of us, and the authors' pictures are all on the back.
So are these all local artists?
Yes, they are
authors?
all local authors that are here in Arizona that share their story in the book, and several others. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So
the girl behind the fence, love,
mm-hmm.
And I love that because I'm thinking back about a lot of our other authors. It's just there's like a trend about speaking about stories about hurt
Mhm.
and tragedies. So I love that we're speaking about love because there's other things out there other than tragedy.
Yes.
There's the other side.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about what your chapter was about?
Sure. My chapter, I wrote a lot about the love of my life that I met when I married my first husband. Unfortunately, he is deceased now. He died 5 years ago, 2016. He was a state police officer.
My condolences.
And I talked about the love of being able to give birth to a child because I was unfortunate to not have my child. I only have one, but I didn't have her until I was 39 because I believed that I wasn't going to ever have a child, and I couldn't figure out why. And I think through the love of the relationship that I had with him, that made it happen. But before then, it hadn't. And I just wrote about the love that I found my biological father. I did not know who my biological father was, and I was able to find him. And I now have other siblings that I'm glad to say that I have an extended
That's beautiful.
family. Yes. So love goes a long way.
Yes. So you brought us some pictures today.
I did.
Along your journey in acting.
I did. This picture here is a picture from lessons.com where I happen to be a member as an acting instructor. And one of my acting students pointed out to me last year that I was considered one of the best 2020 acting instructors in Phoenix, Arizona. And I had even no clue that that was even out there.
Oh my goodness.
So that was a surprise to me.
Yes, congrats.
Thank you. This picture is actually a picture that I had an opportunity to perform in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Don Bluth Front Row Theater. And if you're not familiar with Don Bluth, he is the automated illustrator that was for Walt Disney and was on stage doing a play. It Happened One Night. And that's me at the red carpet that was aired at the JC Film Studios with Dean Cain. And if your audience is not familiar who he is, he actually played Superman.
Yes.
So he actually works closely with the JC Film Studios in Tempe, Arizona. Him and Eric Estrada.
Okay.
So yeah, got a chance to check out and hang with him. And this was back in the day when I was actually singing in my singing career. I had the opportunity to be on stage and open up for legendary acts such as the legendary Manhattans, that's Sonny Bivens of the Manhattans, and I got to perform and open up for them. My singing stage.
Where are you from, Annette?
I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, because I heard that accent pop out there for a moment.
I get told that a lot sometimes. And then here again is the
cover.
the cover of The Girl Behind the Fence series of books that Moselle Martin, who's a wonderful author, had asked me and a few other women to contribute in writing stories, and I got the opportunity to do that.
I love the cover.
Yes. And that's actually at the red carpet last weekend that I was able to attend. And that's the director that did the movie Fathers that I played a small role in as a doctor.
Okay.
And that was actually the red carpet movie premiere for the movie that they just aired called Forgiven.
Okay.
And Dean Cain was also in that movie as well. And here is my Star Trek gang. Oh, I miss them. This picture is so personal to me because I never knew that I could act in Star Trek because I never kept up with Star Trek. And when I was approached and I thought about it, I says, why not? And this scene actually was taken in Kingsland, Georgia, where they have a 7,000-foot trailer inside that is converted into the Star Trek episode. So they have a sick bay, they have the bridge, they have all of that. And I got to play Lieutenant Scientist Commander Sandra Piper.
Okay.
And my daughter had a part in it as well. She was the young one in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
They look like they're having fun in that picture.
We had a blast. And the people there always, and everyone that volunteered their time on the set, volunteer and make those things happen.
Those are some awesome pictures. Thanks for sharing that all with us.
No problem. Thank you very much.
So you're an acting coach. You're and a model coach. What advice as a coach would you give to aspiring actors or models?
One, I would say, don't give up. Live your dream. If you have a passion, because I'm a firm believer that everybody has a talent that God has blessed them with. And if you have a talent, go for it. Push that talent. And don't worry about it getting no's. Don't take a no and accept that as, I can't do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't give up. Because I haven't given up. I've been doing and been in this business for a long time, and I still have things to do. I'm actually happy that you have this platform because you have given me ideas, and maybe that's the next step I need to do. Yeah. I've done the acting, I've done the coaching, I've done everything else. Maybe I need to do a talk show. So thank you for that.
You're
thank
welcome.
You for inviting
You're
me.
welcome. So where can our audience reach you?
Well, I do have a website. The website where they can reach me is k.s.enterprises with a Z. ENTRIPIZES.com. Or you can also catch me out on Facebook, Annette Singletary. You'll find me out there, and any upcoming events projects that I'll be working on.
Okay. It was such a pleasure to have you here with us today.
It was great being here, Kathy, and I'm so happy for you again.
Thank
you very much for giving me this opportunity. And
we look forward to whatever new projects you have coming up.
Watching.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today on Desert Good Days, and we look forward to seeing you next time.